What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Corry. I'm part of Team Maverace. We're an e-commerce syndicate of 14 guys that sell physical products online. We're basically an e-commerce mastermind, always working on our businesses and helping each other with each other's businesses. A little bit more about me. I'm 23 years old. I graduated from the Pennsylvania State University back in 2018. I've been doing e-com for roughly 18 months. Just me personally and my business partner have done roughly $4 million in sales in 2019, and we've spent over $1 million on Facebook ads. Maverace as a whole has done over $20 million in sales in 2019 and has spent multiple millions of dollars on Facebook ads. I'm not going to show you any numbers. I'm not going to waste anyone's time. If you don't believe me, you can just leave. You don't have to watch this video, or we can hop right into it. Today's video is about how to go from 0 to 100 on Facebook real quick. And we're just going to start off with how to build a campaign, how a 7-figure e-com seller would build their physical ad campaign. I'm going to just pick a random niche to do the example in. I'm not going to spend any money on the ads. I'm just showing you the basic setup of how I set up my ads to test products. So we're just going to hop right into it. We're going to just click create. So we're going to go to conversions because we're looking for a cold traffic campaign. If you're doing something else, then you do some retargeting. That'd be another video that we could go over. If you're doing lead gen, obviously you'd click lead gen. That's another video I can do on how to set that up correctly. You have a bunch of different marketing objectives that you can pick from, but I'm just going to go straight for the conversion. So the niche that I'm going to do the example, I'm going to say we're doing a dog niche. So I'm just going to name the campaign dog. I'm going to do a CBO. Facebook's moving towards only CBOs. I also do just ad set optimization campaigns, but for right now, I'm just going to do how I set up a CBO. So we're going to leave it at $100 because this is a test. We're trying to figure out which one of our products is a winner. We're going to do lowest cost for now. You can mess around with this other stuff, but I wouldn't recommend it from the start. This stuff I use to scale, but for right now, since we're just testing, let's just go with lowest cost. Then we're going to hit continue. Choose an event. We're going to do purchase event. Custom audience. We're going to skip for now. We're going to do the United States. The United States has the best audience in Facebook, really knows who the buyers are in the United States. It's also why it's the most expensive audience to target. I'd recommend doing the United States if you're in the United States. If you're selling a worldwide product, that's fine too. You can just change it to the whole world. But you're going to get the best conversions from the United States. It's going to be the most expensive, but you're going to get the best people buying. Facebook has it nailed down completely who the best buyers in the United States are. So let's keep going. I always do 18 to 65 plus for the product that I'm doing. So if we're selling dog products, everyone has a dog. If you're something extremely niche, like if you're selling makeup to older women, you might be doing like 50 to 65 plus. But for this example, since we're selling to dog people, everyone's a dog person, we're going to be doing 18 to 65 plus to try and get the cheapest CPMs possible, because each age group has roughly some kind of target of CPMs that Facebook's going to give you, but this will give us the cheapest possible because it's a mix of all different age groups. Since we're also selling to dog people, everyone's a dog person, so we're going to leave it as all. If you're targeting men, obviously you just click men. If your product was for women, you'd just be doing women. So detailed targeting, I usually started off with kind of which I would call the Tower of Babel, which I got from Sam Ovens. If you haven't checked out any of his stuff, he's extremely helpful and he's great at what he does. But for detailed targeting, for my main Tower of Babel, where I'm always going to come back to, I'm going to select dogs as my detailed targeting, targeting people, anyone that has an interest in dogs. I also always leave expand your detailed targeting checked because it gives you lower CPMs. And Facebook has the ability to find who the buyer is, and you want to be able to do that as cheaply as possible. So I always leave that checked. So for placements, automatic placements is fine if you don't really know what you're doing, or if you're kind of looking for something else, a different way to target. But since we're doing a physical product, I'm going to hit edit placements. I uncheck all this stuff, go in and do it manually. So I do the Facebook newsfeed, obviously, because you want it to be seen on Facebook. I do Instagram feed because you want to be on Instagram as well. You want to have your traffic coming in from multiple channels. I also do Instagram stories. It's been working really well for me. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it has been doing great for me. So I'm going to select that. I don't do Facebook stories really. I haven't seen great results. I don't really do any of this other stuff either because it kind of just wastes your money, in my opinion, and from what I've seen. So we're going to just keep moving along here. Obviously, this is a conversion campaign, so you want to optimize for conversions. And then you're going to do 7-day click and 1-day view. So then we're going to go into ad and use an existing page post where you go in and create here. You do your page posts. So you go in here, create posts. And you're doing this because you want to keep all your engagement for your ads. You don't want to have to create ads over and over again to get your point across. You want to save that engagement because you're spending money on it. So the way to do that is you create a page post. And now you can do anything that you want, link, carousel, photo, whatever. We're just going to do photo for now. You're going to upload your photo. I'm just going to upload a picture of me. Dog test. Obviously, you want some real copy. You want to be split testing a bunch of different copies. But then Facebook just made a recent update where the cutoff for your text is now 3 lines. So you want to do dog test, something enticing here, buy my dog collar now. And then you're going to want to put your link here, HTTPS, whatever. You're just going to copy that along, www.dogstore.com/shop, because you want to send them straight to the collection. You don't really want to waste your time on your homepage. You want to get them in the buying behavior immediately as soon as you sell them in the store. That's what you're spending your money for. So always send them to your collection page or whatever product you're trying to get them to buy. So you're going to create that post. So now you have it. It's there forever. You're going to copy that post ID. So then you're going to go back into your ads manager and you're going to enter that post ID right here. Hit submit. So there you got your little ads right here. You're going to want to add a button. I've noticed that this also gives you lower CPMs. And it's just another place for your customer or potential customer to click. So you want to have as many different options for them to click, whether it's in the text or at the button at the bottom. So dogstore.com/shop. Then you're going to update the post. So you're good. Got that all going on. Then you're going to hit confirm. Okay, so you got your campaign started, and then you got your 1 ad set, and then you have your 1 ad. But you want to test as much as possible, so you're going to want to go back in and create multiple page posts. I recommend testing 6 different products at once. If you're doing a single product, then I would test multiple pictures or videos of that product to get a greater understanding from Facebook what your customer likes. Because Facebook's AI is great at finding exactly what your customer is looking for, and if you give it a bunch of different data to work off of and different creative and different copy, it's going to try and optimize your results. So you want to go through and duplicate this 5 times, and then obviously each one of these you're going to want to have your different page posts in there. I wouldn't recommend going over more than 6 ad copies, I wouldn't recommend going over more than 6 ads per ad set, especially when you're testing, because Facebook wants to, with a CBO, evenly spend that money. And if you're only spending, a couple of dollars per ad, it's not going to get the greatest results. So you really want to see what's going on with your ads and what kind of data is coming through. So you want to change the names of these. What I do is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to keep it organized. So you know exactly what ad's doing what. If you want to go in greater depth, you can give each ad a name based on the page post that you created for it. So here we go. We got our 6 different ads with different creatives. I know I just have the same picture and same copy for this, but this is just an example. You're going to want to have different copies and different creatives for each one of these, so you're giving Facebook enough optimal data to test your stuff. So for example, maybe this would be a dog collar, this would be a dog bone, this would be a leash, this would be a dog bowl for drinking, this might be treats, and this might be toys. So then you're testing your 6 different products. You're going to review and publish all that. So you have your 6 different ads for the 1 ad set. So hold on, it's just loading up here. And then you're going to want to duplicate this. I usually run, if I'm doing a $100 budget because I'm testing, I'll do 10 different ad sets. So we're going to dupe this out 9 times. And each one of these is going to have a cold interest attached to it because I'm just trying to collect that data from the customer. So each one of these, so if you're not really sure how to collect more different interests, you're like, I'm not really sure where I can find these, you can go over to Interest Explorer or Facebook's Interest Explorer, they have one as well, but I think this is the best. You can come in here and type dogs. You can hit Explore. And it'll give you a bunch of different audience sizes to test with dogs. You can do pets, dogs, cat, animals. And this is a really nice feature because then you can just click these and copy it to your clipboard. Dogs, animal, mammal, pet food, dog breed, dog training, animal rescue. And basically until you get to 10, these aren't the end all be all. You're just testing them. You want to find out more about your audience. So you got your 10 here, and then you're just going to go over to each one and plop them in here for each one. So dog toy, that'll be one. You want to go back up here to settings and then just hit rename so you know exactly what it is. Okay, I'm testing dog toy. That's my cold interest for that one. And then you're going to go through and change it for all 10 of those. And then you're going to hit publish. Publish all. Once you go through and edit everything and add your cold interest to each one. So while this is publishing, you're going to have all your different ad sets that you can test with, the six ads per. So then you're going to have 60 different ads you're testing for your ad sets. So then once that's built, you have your first test campaign built. Obviously, I said you want to have multiple iterations. So if you have 6 ad posts and 4 different creatives, that's 24 different permutations. But you want to keep 6 ads per. So then you can duplicate this out 3 times for your testing. And then you can go back through and switch everything up so that all your different page posts match and are correlated with each campaign. So I know some people are like, well, I'm selling to different niches. I'm running a general store. How would I do that? It's basically the same process, but you want to keep your niches separated. So say if you're selling, I don't know, a hair dryer or something, you would want to keep that in the beauty niche and test that by itself. You don't want to mix dog and beauty niche together because then Facebook can't optimize in the campaign exactly what you want it to do. You're trying to tell it to do too many different things. You want to keep everything separate and concise and keep really everything together so you can test it properly. This is just a quick video, just showing you how I set up my campaigns. If you have any questions, you can just reach out to me. And yeah, that's basically it. If there's any, like I said, if there's any more questions, just reach out to me and we can go from there. Thanks again. My name's Eric Corry, and there's a lot more this is coming from. This is just the basic setup. This is the 0.01% to get you on your way. Basically the very tippy top of the iceberg. And there's a lot more that goes into this, but that's the basic setup, and you can really start testing your products efficiently this way. So thanks again, and bye for now.